What's up, YTPC? Uncle Willie coming to you from the coop. I didn't include something yesterday, and I feel bad about it, in my Nabo. I received a gift from one of my faithful followers. Subscriber. I don't like saying follower. There's certain things I don't like saying. I don't like calling people lurkers because they're not lurkers. That just sounds perverted to me. They're non-presenters. So Richard Smith, one of my loyal non-presenters, subs, followers, I know he won't take it wrong because I appreciate him. He sent me and another member of the YTPC, yeah, a package with some Revor plug. Revor, whatever you say, I call it Revor plug. Now there's a little controversy about this, and I'm going to go ahead and stir the pot right off the bat before I get into anything else about it. People say this is a Galworth and Hogarth blend. According to Chris Gayworth, I know who will get a kick out of that. Chris Gayworth of G&H says Galworth and Hogarth does not and never have made Revor plug. Even though it is stamped on the package G&H, which is Galworth and Hogarth TT Limited. Now, Galworth and Hogarth TT stands for Tobacco Traders Limited. Means they were distributors of the Revor plug. Now, I went back and found some more history on it. And the Revor plug was actually made by the Scottish Co-op Wholesale Society in Glasgow. I don't know the years that this took place, but then it was sold to Co-op Wholesale Society in Manchester, which formed Manchester Tobacco, which was owned and made under the exclusive rights of Japan Tobacco, who eventually closed their doors. But before they closed the doors of Japan Tobacco, this process was moved to Galworth and Hogarth. So now, I don't know when all that took place, unless it took place after April 4th of 2021, because that's when Chris Gayworth said that they did not make Revor plug, never have. And they also went into saying that if they were to make it, the plug would be different than what it is, because the Galworth and Hogarth plugs are a lot more dense than what this is. And this is supposedly made by the STG, which is the Scandinavian Tobacco Group. You'll notice how they said that it falls apart a lot easier than a regular plug from Galworth and Hogarth. Well, let me get this up. This is a typical flake when it's closed together, flat. This is a typical flake from Galworth and Hogarth, and this is what it would look like side by side. This happens to be 1792 flake. This is Revor plug. Obvious this was a plug at one time because they cut it into flakes. Now, this, I would almost, if I smelt this and not saw what it came out of, my first guess would be 1792 plug. This is a flue-cured Virginia, Burleys and Kentuckys. One review says that it had a Lakeland, not Lakeland essence, but a Lakeland appearance in the aroma and whatnot. I detect no Lakeland as in the floral type, the rose geranium. I detect nothing like that. I do, however, detect, if you go down the list of ingredients that they consider to be as a Lakeland topping, we'll call it, tonka bean was one of them. I do smell tonka bean in this Revor plug. It's not as strong as the 1792, but this stuff smells amazing. Now, Richard Smith sent this to me from the UK. I think I gave him credit at the beginning, but if I haven't, Richard Smith, yeah, I did. Richard Smith is a very good friend, I'll put it like that. We interact back and forth through email and even talking on the comment section, whatever. But this stuff is amazing. I'd already smoked, I got it lit. I did another video earlier and I didn't like it. And I mean, I didn't like the video, not this, because this stuff, wow. Easy to light, easy to smoke, good full flavor. Flavor profile is different than the 1792. I detect more tonka bean in the 1792 than I do in the Revor. But the Revor has enough of something there to make it very, very interesting. Now, I've seen someone else. I didn't want to watch his video before I smoked mine, but I did. He got some also. He said that it was Mount Everest of tobacco. I will not go as far as saying that it's the Mount Everest of tobacco, but I will say this. If I made it to the top of Mount Everest, I would gladly smoke a bowl of this. If I made it to the foot of Mount Everest, I would gladly smoke a bowl of this. This has got to be one of the best tobaccos that I've smoked this year. I know it's only into the 6th month of the year, but this is, right now, this is my wow tobacco. Richard, you hit a home run when you sent me this one. We're gonna have to talk about me getting a few more plugs of this and putting it in a jar, because I can see this stuff getting smoked up pretty quick. This stuff is amazing. Smoke's cool. One reason I chose this pipe, not only because of the Beast from the East smoked his in it, but I wanted to be like him and do a review with the Falcon pipe. But this does not take away from any of the tasting. This is as close to a clay pipe as you can get, I would say. There's no wood here to absorb or add to the flavor of giving it any kind of woodsy aroma, smell, taste, anything. This is just straight cooling. I've smoked almost a half a bowl, and my first video was 15 minutes and I was just chiefing on it, chooching on it, whatever you want to call it, and it never got hot. I can't wait to try this in another bowl to see if it burns as cool. But man, this is good. it lit right up. It burns. The moisture level was perfect. I mean, it wasn't as moist as I smoked some of my tobaccos, which that could have been from the traveling time, but it was sealed. And it had a flake cut. So I crumbled that up, packed it in, and good stuff. This is, it's amazing. Simply amazing. Richard, we need to talk about getting some more of this over into the US of A. Man, I'm gonna jump off of here. I'm not gonna do it like the last video and do 4 more minutes of wow. That's all I can say. This stuff is amazing. If you get a chance, try it. It doesn't matter who makes it, who distributes it, where it comes from. If you can get a hold of some, get a hold of some. Give it a try. I would love to send some of this out to some people to let them try it, but only having 50 grams of it, I don't see that happening. Sorry guys, Uncle Willie's keeping this one all to himself. So I'm gonna jump off here, and until next time, you know what to do. Stuff them and puff them.